once again to one and all present here. Good morning and good evening. And once again, my humble pranams to our chief guest, Dr. Karthikeyan sir, and all our directors and executive committee of Vedic Wellness University, and all our speakers today. Uh, you know, we have our dear Dr. Omkar sir, namaste, and I'm humbled to share the virtual dais with such eminent speakers. I'm privileged to be here. Shall we start with a small meditation, all of us? You can just sit back, keep your mobile phones in silence, and your pen, paper, just keep it down, relax. Wherever you are, close your eyes. Let us experience yoga. Observe the body from the top of your head down to the toes. Keep on moving your awareness, covering all the parts, as if you are taking a shower. Observe the breathing. It may be shallow. Just observe and make it deep. Inhale and exhale. Deep inhalation and very deep exhalation. If you can focus on your abdomen, which is very popularly known as belly breathing. Inhale and exhale. Breathing, as we all know, is a powerful tool to relax. Observe the mind, the calmness, and the silence. Gently adopting Namaskara Mudra, one Omkara, all together. Gently rub the palms. Shift the heat to your eyes. Open to see your own palms. Namaste. So, our research studies says within 3 minutes of breathing with awareness like this brings down the cortisol, brings down the stress hormone. Such a wonderful practice. It works like a miracle. It works like a magic. We can all do it, right? Wherever we are, whether we are driving or watching TV or cooking or waiting for someone or traveling, wherever we are, we can do this, right? Observing our own breath. So coming back to my topic today is yoga education. I'll share the slides. Yeah, yoga education for all our viewers. I'm talking about why do we need yoga education? Okay. First category I would like to add here is yoga in education system. How to impart yoga education into our general education system. That is very, very essential, very, very important, to add on yoga education, yoga syllabus into our schooling. It's already been done, and from this year again, they have taken it seriously. Our honorable Prime Minister has given orders to, inculcate the yoga syllabus into the school syllabus, starting from primary schools, secondary schools, to high school children, and even for pre-university and university level. The Ayush and this thing has already been, designed the syllabus to include it in the education system. This is very, very important. And my students were asking when I was taking lesson how to, teach yoga to our toddlers, primary school children or pre-primary or nursery school children, how to start yoga, which is the correct age to start yoga. Then I poured the question back to them, you just, come up with the answer. Someone were telling 5 years or 6 years or 10 years or even 4 years. Yes, as soon as they are able to enjoy the stories. Just now Dr. Omkarji has told about the Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which starts from yamas, the first limb of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. We can start with stories, with moral stories, with which we are very rich. You take any culture, any tradition in any country, they will be having their own moral stories through which we can educate, we can give yoga to our kids in the form of moral stories, in the form of mythological stories. We are imparting, along with the enjoyment, they will learn about what is yama and what is niyama, what is do's and what is don'ts, the code of conducts, whether it is ahimsa. We can come up with the example of Mahatma Gandhi ji, whether it is a Satya. We can come up with the story of Satya Harishchandra. And like this, each country, each tradition, they will be having their own stories, through which they can educate the children. They can, imbibe those qualities from the beginning. Whether it is yama or niyama, to how to be contentful, how to, cultivate the austerity, how to work hard, how to introspect themselves, how to surrender to the God, Ishvara Pranidhana, how to be contentful, how to be away from peer pressure. It definitely helps them if we start from yamas and niyamas. Those are the best ways to start Hatha Yoga Anushasana in children. Coming to the secondary and the little, adolescent age children, again, they will be having a lot of problem, whether it is physical problems due to their, hormonal imbalance, whether it is menstrual disorders or, the back pain, eye disorders, and so many other physical problems, headache, neck pain, and back pain, and so on. Asanas will definitely help to culture their body. When we come to their academic performance, again, their concentration level, their willpower, their attention span, and these things, pranayama, meditation, chanting will definitely help in improving them in the psychological and physiological factors. This way we can educate them, the adolescent children and even the pre-university children. And even university level education is also needed, because these children will be again suffering with physiological and psychological issues. One more thing I would like to add here is we need to train the teachers also. We need to give them the integrated personality development programs for teachers, wherein they will in turn train the children. The next category I would like to highlight here is, if you are trained in yoga in a basic certification course, methodological certification course, you can train the public, public sectors, whether it is bank people, bank officers, or government officers, or lawyers, or doctors, or police personnel, or military people, and IT people, and also for general public like homemakers and other workers. We can train them and, promote positive health, promoting positive health, or, the management of their small health issues, and even to reverse the diseases. And why we should have yoga knowledge, why we should have a qualified yoga course. The main section where Dr. Sri Kumar sir has already beautifully explained what is therapy, what is yoga therapy. We all know that yoga has made its mark by entering the field of medicine several years now. Yoga therapy is a popular alternative healing therapy to treat most of the non-communicable diseases and even some of the communicable diseases. When I say some of the communicable diseases, I would like to highlight on the respiratory infections. And our COVID, has made us understand and make new research studies with regard to, does yoga work in bringing down the communicable diseases like respiratory infections, killing the viruses, killing the bacteria? Is it possible with yoga practice? Yes, it is possible. That is what the recent research studies says. For example, I'm explaining more on communicable disease now, because we are not still, relaxed with the COVID-19, and we may expect many other infections like this in future. It is not the end. So we need to build our immunity power through integrated yoga practice. Our Brahmari pranayama, like Dr. Sri Kumar said, is, we used to explain as the benefit of Brahmari pranayama in the aspects of, okay, Brahmari pranayama calms down the mind, brings down the anger and all these things. But now it is known to be, it kills the viruses, it kills the bacteria. It is a vasodilator. If we practice Brahmari pranayama for at least 5 continuous minutes, minimum of 15 rounds, it secretes the nitric oxide in the mucous membranes, and we supply it in the bloodstream, and it relaxes it acts as a vasodilator. It avoids the heart attacks. Isn't it an amazing thing to know? It kills the viruses, it kills the bacteria. That's the amazing thing about Brahmari pranayama. Not only Brahmari pranayama, Nadi Shuddhi pranayama and other pranayama practices helps in building our immunity against the respiratory infections. And we very well know what is non-communicable diseases. We can call it as stress-borne diseases, whether it is diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, or whether it comes to menstrual issues or hormonal issues like PCOD and breast diseases, whatnot. Yoga is the remedy. And we know most of the treatment modalities, including allopathy, provide symptomatic relief, whereas yogic science identifies the problem, the root cause of the problem, the root cause of the disease, and provides solutions not only to manage the diseases, but to reverse the disease process. For example, if you go to an allopathy doctor, they don't have time, to talk to you regarding stress, which is the root cause for the NCDs, which is the root cause for hypertension, which is the root cause to increase your blood sugar, which is the root cause to constrict your muscles and joints, end up with arthritis, end up with fibroadenoma, end up with joints pain, and etc. Headache, backache, knee pain, so many things. They don't have time to explain about stress, what is the physiology of stress, and how you can manage your stress levels. But yoga does this job wonderfully, by giving a lot of stress management techniques, integrated stress management techniques. And it is not just the yoga practice, as we do it for general well-being. We now have validated yoga modules for different ailments. So which we have used it to do the research studies and find out which is useful for, is it really validated? Is it really feasible? And all these things we have already found out and published papers. And if we, learn yoga therapy, we will come to know, it's almost like paramedical staff. It's like doctors. You are learning about human anatomy, physiology, how the therapeutic approach in treating all the NCDs. And yoga, we can choose as a main career or as an add-on qualification to our basic degree. Whether you are allopathy doctor or Ayush doctor, or you're a Reiki expert, or you're a Tai Chi expert, or you're a nutritionist, you can add on yogic knowledge, yoga therapy knowledge to enhance your practice to serve the society. And in our yoga, if you are choosing it as a main career, there will be a basic instructor's course, there will be degrees, there will be a master degree, and there will be a doctoral degree and even postdoctoral degree. Coming to the next category is yoga research. No more debate age. Debate age is gone. No more, caste and creed dominance. Someone says, and we need to listen. No, that's all gone. Now it is the research era. People will get convinced only if you explain it in facts and figures. If you show it in facts and figures, yoga works in hypertension, bringing the hypertension. Yoga works in bringing down the sugar levels. Yoga works in relaxing your muscles and joints and bones. Yoga works in bringing down the polycysts in ovaries. Yoga works in bringing down the pain in your breasts, nodules in the breast. Yoga works in cancer. Yoga works as an add-on treatment and to improve their quality of life in cancer patients. Yoga works in so many divisions. The research studies says, I'm not telling this, the research studies says. We have several research papers in the field of health science, physical science, human behavior, spiritual science, management, and so on. Coming to the health science, which is the biggest division, we have research papers in the role of yoga, the benefit of yoga. We have significant results in endocrine disorders like diabetes, metabolic disorders like obesity, cardiovascular ailments like hypertension and heart attacks, malignancies, mainly breast cancer and lung cancer, and psychological disorders in all the ages, in youngsters as well as in older people, whether it is anxiety, depression, insomnia, sleeplessness, so many disturbances. Schizophrenia, our Nimhans, we are very proud to have our yoga wing in Nimhans to study about the yoga effect for schizophrenic patients. And geriatrics, they'll be having a problem of forgetfulness, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. We have studies to show that yoga has beneficial effects in treating these issues. And we have several research papers in PubMed, ResearchGate, Lancet, and other peer-reviewed journals with high impact factors. Coming to the next division is, why do we need this yoga knowledge? For our own growth, for our own personal growth, to introspect yourself, to have a shift in you, wherever you are. You can see the shift in your personal growth, in your emotional growth, in your spiritual growth. So it helps yourself and your loved ones, your friends and family. And, it helps you in attaining a personal transformation and spiritual realization. That is the ultimate goal. Those who want to have this spiritual realization, you can do this intense sadhana of yoga practice. And most important, it is you can build your career and you can build your living by choosing yoga as your career. And last but not the least, you will get a chance to know about the rich philosophical knowledge, the Indian spiritual knowledge, philosophical knowledge of yoga through our scriptures, through our epics like Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Yoga Vasishta, Vedas and Upanishads, and many more. And we will get to learn the contributions, great contributions given by our contemporary yoga masters like B.K.S. Iyengar sir and many other gurus. It's a very good opportunity to, know all these and to get the maximum benefit for our overall personality development and to change others' lifestyle, to a yogic lifestyle. Thank you.